Back here at the Aaron's 312 at Talladega Superspeedway as we are working lap number 86, and for the first time today it is a freight train of about the first 10 or 11 cars, and it's led by Kevin Harvick, Jamie McMurray, Paul Menard, Parker Kligerman, and Joey Logano. That's your top 5, and you've got to go all the way back to almost like what, 17th, 18th place. We haven't seen this all day long.
But sometimes you just have to take a breath. You know, you can't go 300 miles just that type of racing and something not happen.
And then when you see them start doubling back up is when they get real close to making green flag pit stops. They'll feel like they need to be a little further up in that line to give them a little cushion. They'll start racing a little more. And
we overheard on the radio, look around lap 95, which is the very outside part of the window, lap 47, or that'd be 47 total laps. Down the backstretch. Oh, I see a hand waving by 3rd place, or make it 4th place.
You see a couple of cars coming. Looks like Kligerman and 22 of Brad Keselowski have their hands out the window like they're going to pit this time.
So obviously a few of these cars cannot make it to the
well, we heard some cars say they could go 10 or 11 more laps, and that's some of the cars that get great mileage. The 88 car is one of those. See them now coming down pit road. The Dodges are the first on pit road.
Single file at the line.
Notice these are all Penske basic team cars, although the 42 is not officially a Team Penske car, but all 3 of them Dodges. That way they get back out on the track together.
That's the plan anyway. Let's see how the pit stop goes.
Yeah, don't forget to leave the fuel can behind. Doc?
It'll be 4 tires and 2 cans of Sunoco fuel for Brad Keselowski. Good news is, Brad says, I got a car that can go up front and lead whenever I want to. It's that good.
And last time on pit road, Justin Allgaier had a problem, a collision, a clear out, almost gets out this time, right side only, and fuel for Allgaier.
And I'm looking for Parker Kligerman in this mix, and he actually got out in front of the other 2. And here comes the field heading for the tri-oval and now down towards start finish. So they've got to get spooled up in a hurry.
Yeah, it looks like they will get lapped here possibly.
And you have to stay on the apron all the way over to the exit of turn 2 as you exit the pits.
Here they come out onto the back straightaway, and here comes the pack, led by Kevin Harvick, Jamie McMurray.
Well, the momentum may carry this field by them for at least a short time. They may be a lap down, but these cars are all getting ready to make pit stops. Mike?
Well, guys, as you know, this race can be compared to a chess match, and already Kevin Harvick is plotting his course for the end of this race, figuring out who he wants to draft with. This is what he said over the radio just moments ago.
We need to do whatever we can do to stay with this 88. That's the car I like to draft with. Seven just gave me the thumbs up. He's in with us. That the 88 is. I know what he's going to do. He knows what I'm going to do, and we just make better ground.
And that, of course, should come as no surprise. If you watched the Cup race earlier, it was those 2 nose to tail all the way to the checkers, Marty.
And he's never won here in the Nationwide Series. He has 1 top 5 in 5 races. That was a 2nd place finish back in April of '06. Down the back stretch as this first lead group of about 8 cars has pulled away. But those, there you see the 42. There they are, the 42 leading the Penske group as they're trying to keep from going a lap down. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it.
They might be able to stay on the lead lap here because it's not going to be many laps before these leaders do make a pit stop. It's really important, though, to put yourself in the right position to make this stop. We saw in the Cup race earlier, Casey Kane got hung out. He was trying to make a green flag stop, and there was just no room for him to make the move to pit road. So you got to make sure you get your car in position. That's why you see the hands out the window waving so they can make sure they have a clear route on the pit road.
It also wouldn't be a disaster because of the wave around rule, but we saw in the Cup race where some guys got burned by that because other cars stayed out and they were behind the race leader.
That's not going to be the case here, though. If the caution comes out, you will see the leaders on pit road. As you can see, Harvick now going by this group to put them a lap down.
So we'll see how this unfolds in the strategy. And look at Logano coming down for the low side behind the 3 Dodges.
See if those Dodges are able to stay right there. It could actually block those other cars from making a pit stop. They'll have to back off maybe and get behind them. It looks like Harvick's going to be able to clear.
Well, he's got his favorite wingman with him right there in the 88 of Jamie McMurray. And boy, Paul Menard is saying, look, I saw what you guys did earlier today. I'm going to tag along.
Hitting in 2 laps.
See there, now the crew chief's telling these guys that, hey, we're making a pit stop in 2 laps, giving them plenty of time to get their car in a position where they can get on pit road.
Yeah, but as you look back, these other cars are closing in, so that hole's going to close up even more.
And you notice now, all of a sudden, the Penske cars are coming on because Kevin knows, I got to get to the low side of this racetrack.
He's got to find a way to do it now, but there's really no place to fall back and get a hole.
Yeah, I think Joey Logano got himself in a nice spot here. He's going to have to come here shortly, and he's down in a good spot to be able to do that.
Looks like the 32.
Brian Vickers is coming in.
Vickers is peeled off, so he's coming in for his stop here on lap number 92. And you don't need a full load, but you need enough for 3 green-white checkers. Let's go pit road, Dave.
They talked about 4 tires for Vickers, car handling very well. The only thing, like a lot of people, too hot. So they plan to pull tape off the front of that race car, which you can see them doing right now, and they'll change just those 2 tires. Shannon.
Dave, it was no tires for Brian Scott on the last pit stop. They are going to take right sides this time, and Sunoco fuel for the 11th car. What a solid run for Brian Scott in his first nationwide start here at Talladega.
And on the right side of your screen, Kevin Harvick can't get down to pit road. Look at him. He is still boxed out by the line. He is wanted to come in.
Okay, here all the leaders come, too.
And he can't do it.
He's going to make it.
He's going to make it.
Yep.
Woof. He'd have been a sitting duck.
Yeah, Kyle Busch got run into there, too. It almost caused a big accident.
David?
Jamie McMurray is in. He asked his crew to remind him where he got busted for speeding last time, so he doesn't get it this time. He didn't slide the tires, so they'll just take 2, top it off with fuel. Trevor Bayne is in as well. He'll take 2, and he leaves. The 18 of Kyle Busch is in, fixing the front end of that car now for Kyle, trying to get it so that it doesn't overheat for Kyle Busch. He's gone too. Mike.
Kevin Harvick finally able to squeeze onto pit road, makes his way to his stall, right sides only, and he's away.
And you saw the damage on the 18 of Kyle Busch, so this could be extremely important because of the aerodynamic situation.
Yeah, I think this is going to hurt him. He's got a lot of damage to that right rear.
Not only that, it's going to be flapping out there.
Yeah, he could even get black flag if that gets too loose, and NASCAR thinks it's a problem.
Brendan Gaughan, he was the race leader as he stayed out an extra lap. You see Morgan Shepherd in as well. David?
And the 62 of Brendan Gaughan is in. They talked about this looks like fuel only, but they don't have it full of fuel yet. And he hit the line there. We'll have to see if NASCAR calls him for being on the line while they were fueling.
Steve Arpin now on pit road, and like most others on pit road, he's electing to take right sides only, trying to keep that track position. A little slow getting out of his box, but finally he's away.
Yeah, but this young rookie has shown everybody an awful lot here in his first nationwide race, and he hooks up with the 27 on the way back out. Now, Robert Richardson has stayed out. He is shown as your race leader. Got word now that Arpin has made his first mistake. Too fast entering pit road. Also, the 62 of Brendan Gaughan got caught for speeding. And here comes Richardson, who has now fought his way with 3 top 20 finishes into the top 30 in owner points. And there is Kyle Busch with that damage.
Yeah, you see some smoke coming from the car now.
Right side tires.
They're going to come in and work on it.
All right, let's go back and show you what happened to Kyle. Keep an eye on the 18. Right in the middle of your screen. Boom.
Oh, yeah, he got hit hard. See, he was up in that lane. Looked like he was going to stay on the track. At the last second, he decided to come down pit road, and the car behind him didn't realize that.
So that's the damage, and now Kyle's quest for 3 straight races in a row is in serious jeopardy. He won the last 2, but it doesn't look like he can win this one unless he gets some big help.
Get it off the right side tires and get it off the
David?
wheel.
They're going to bring it back down. Man, that is a lot of damage. They're going to put a big piece of Bear Bond on there and change that right rear tire because it's been rubbing. Here it comes off the car right now. If I can get Rusty to turn just to his right a little bit, you see the damage on that tire right next to the wall. And it's got the cord. It's all the way down to the cords on that tire right now. And disappointing for them. Last year they got in a wreck late in the race, came back to finish 10th, but this is probably going to put them a lap down if they're not careful.
Well, he's never won here at Talladega. His best finish was 3rd back in 2006, and it was the 09 of Patrick Sheltra that got into him as he made that move towards pit road. And you can see he is definitely going to go a lap down with only 21 to go, this time by Harvick in front.